And next up, it's Ardo from The Hague in the green and gold strip against NEC Nijmegen. Well, the whistle has gone, and that is in fact for a back pass to the keeper. Hard to tell initially whose boot the ball came off, but the referee has said it came off the boot of an Ardo Den Haag player and went straight back and was picked up by the keeper, Jan-Paul Sayers. Not really his fault, but the keeper, who was watching closely, should have just punted it out. So an opportunity for NEC, trying to get through this phalanx of Ardo players. And it's not over yet. Virtually the entire Ardo side was back, and now it's over. So a nervous moment for a silly mistake. Doris de Vries should not have picked up. Van der Dolen started that. Ardo finally getting to enjoy a rare moment up in the opposing half. Good brave charge there by Gabor Babos. So this from the second half. Just a reminder, it's NEC Nijmegen in the white strip. Close. This match being played at the Zuiderpark in The Hague, in front of a crowd of 6,000. Nice build-up. Just wide. Yasser Takak getting a touch there, formerly of RKC. Romano Denenboom has had a very quiet match so far. Not himself, really. Well, Ardo certainly can be accused there of getting a little overly enthusiastic, charging too far forward. No one in the right place when it mattered. Takak puts it through. Romano Denenboom gets a touch, and another. This is Denenboom now. Yasser Takak tries himself. And on 82 minutes, the deadlock finally broken. Doris de Vries thinking, well, I've done such a great job so far, but then really there, too far off his line. Obviously not expecting Yasser Takak to fire from there. Stubby little pass there. And that's how it finishes. 1-0 to NEC. Next up, we're at the Het Kasteel, the home ground of newly promoted Sparta Rotterdam, playing here in the red and white tops. They take on Heerenveen, one of the star performers in the Dutch league over the past few seasons. And Boy Waterman clutching his knee, collapsing in pain there. And can't have been quite that bad. Crowd of 10,000 here in Rotterdam. Sparta very happy to be back in the top flight. One of the most historic clubs in Holland's Eredivisie. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar there getting a talking to from his coach, Gerten Verbeek. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar, last season's top scorer for his club. He's still just 19 years of age. Getting involved in a little slapping match there with Wouter Good. Boy Waterman, it looks like, has decided that he's not going to put that knee or whatever it was under any more pressure. And Boy Waterman, Heerenveen's goalkeeper, replaced by Brian van der Buske. Back for Van den Buske. What on earth's he doing? He's handled it twice. In fact, he's acknowledged to the referee he made a mistake. Doesn't matter. Referee says you weren't bouncing it. You handled it twice. Referee making sure they're back the required distance. And Sparta Rotterdam try and plough this one through the wall. Too high, too wide. Well, certainly not the classiest match so far. And still looking for a goal here in Rotterdam. Oh, there it is. Fernando de Velde scores on 41 minutes. Daniel Pranjic laid it on. And so many players in there, like kicking a ball through a forest, really, but he found the angle. So it's Heerenveen from the far north of Holland leading 1-0. Heerenveen currently up in the top half of the ladder, but not high up in the top half where they are accustomed to being, despite their size. A small but passionate club from a town of just 30,000, and that was an unnecessary bit of body contact, to be sure. Into the second half, so Heerenveen leading 1-0 at the break. Ugur Ilderim giving chase. Ilderim has now done well to create some space, and that's in. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar, who's been threatening for most of the match on 53 minutes, makes it 2-0 to Heerenveen. It's in. Yuri Rose scores on 61 minutes, and that leaves plenty of time to at least get the equaliser. Sparta Rotterdam, who did enjoy some time up in the top flight in the early stages of the season, have since found things very, very hard going and are now languishing down toward the relegation zone, and how dearly they would love to pick up at least a point here. It's kept low, but not quite low enough. Brian van den Buske getting a slight touch to it. And Heerenveen hang on for the win and the 3 championship points. So just as Sparta Rotterdam were newly promoted this season, as were Heracles, playing here in the black and white stripes on their home pitch. And, well, a great opportunity to go ahead and completely messed up. Herakles with the unusual but huge home advantage of playing on an artificial pitch. Now that one's in. Sergio Helling scores on 9 minutes. So Herakles against relegation-threatened RBC Roosendaal in the orange tops are now breathing just a little easier. So you could call this, if you like, an early relegation battle, a very early one. Roosendaal currently sitting on the bottom of the table, and Herakles a few spots above the relegation zone. But leading up to this match, Herakles have lost 7 Eredivisie matches. Looking to put a stop to that appalling record. Mark Volders there in the RBC goal. RBC, who may not get as much good fortune as they had last season, where they narrowly avoided relegation in a playoff. Oh, the keeper was beaten. And the ball cleared up by Robert Molinar. He's got the skipper's armband on here this afternoon. Just so unlucky. It was nearly 2-0 to Herakles. Really a thunderous cross. And Mark Volders really took his eye off that one. So a change, and on comes Jose Rodriguez for RBC. They've tried to get at him once. Now running. Oh, that's an appalling tackle. He tried to bring him down first time. Had a very deserved yellow card. And now he's giving the referee lip. René Timink may not take too much of this. He's obviously said something to light René Timink's fire, and there's yellow card number 2. And Jose Fortes Rodriguez is off. Well, you can't argue with that, really. Forget the lip back to the referee. That was really a disastrous tackle. Dolph Rox there, the RBC coach, who will very likely be taking his side down to the second division at the end of the season, unless RBC can perform a complete turnaround, which they've shown no signs of doing so far. Fritz Papp with the cross. Just touched over by Martin Piekenhagen. He scored the winning goal the previous week in a draw for Herakles. Popped it right back in there. Here's a... Oh, and it's an easy tap over for Denis Kalinkov. Keeper charging out perhaps a little too quickly, and Denis Kalinkov, as casual as you like, spotted the opportunity very, very well. And on 76 minutes, that's 2-0 to the home side. Again, playing on a surface that not every other team in the Dutch league is very happy with. But this is their home surface. Artificial AstroTurf, and there's a third. Sota Hirayama of Japan gets goal number 3 on 87 minutes. Hard to recognise with his newly shaved head. And that's a class goal. 3-0, and time just about up. So the woe continues for RBC. A 3-0 win for Herakles. So an organised celebration now for Herakles, who do a great deal to keep their hopes alive in the Dutch league. And after round 12, PSV Eindhoven on top, but just by 1 point ahead of Feyenoord. Then it's AZ in third, followed by RKC. Vitesse Arnhem in fifth with 20 points, followed by Ajax, slipping to sixth. Heerenveen in seventh, followed by Utrecht, and NEC in ninth with 18 points. Groningen with 16 in 10th, followed by NAC, Heracles, Twente, JC, Sparta, ADO, Willem II in 17th. RBC still rock bottom without a single win this season. And there's your top scorers so far. Shota Avaladze, the Georgian international from AZ, with 12 goals. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar of Heerenveen with 10, followed by Rick Hugendorp with 9. And the quiz question from last week, which team is now at the bottom of the league table? The answer, of course, was Roosendaal, and Raymond Chang, the winner. And he's the winner of Princess Household Appliances from Holland, valued at $1,700. The question for next week from this week's program: what was the final score between RKC and PSV from this week's highlights program? And you can send your answer to Post Office Box 70100, Kowloon Central Post Office, and on the back put your name, ID number, and of course the answer. And that's all we have time for this week from the Dutch Football League. See you again, same time next Monday. Bye for now.